Good morning. How you doing? It's Mike back with the thought of the day on December 10th, 2025. First, I want to give honor and praise to Ahaya Shua Ahaya Bahashem Yeshai Rawakadash, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit in Hebrew. Then I'd like to open with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. May your will, not mine, be done. Today, I want to talk about the 8 young football players that got arrested in Florida for stealing more than $2,000 worth of stuff out of the Dick's Sporting Goods store. It's a sad occasion when things go on, but being real, the kids do dumb stuff. When we were young, we did a lot of dumb things, so we can't all be in shock like, oh my God, I can't believe they did this. Are they pressing the value? Yes, it is, but it was 8 of them. So, kids start snatching stuff, that stuff adds up. But my question is, where were the parents at? And how did they 8 kids get away from the coaches and stuff like that in Florida and nobody not know where they're at? That's even more scarier than what's going on. Like, how did they get down there and nobody not know where they're at? You get what I'm saying? Like, because it's a sad thing, and parents just either they let their kids go without them being there with the supervision, or they was somewhere in Florida chilling and 8 kids snuck off. I see if it was 1 or 2, but 8 is ridiculous, man. And this thing could have been dealt and could have really got crazy, because down in those states where you could carry weapons, if they would have stole from somebody's person or anything like that, or been breaking into cars or anything like that, somebody could have shot those young fellas, man. But the way that the society is set up now, it's set up for kids to be able to be involved in these kind of behaviors, man. Everybody is pushing this soft parenting and this and that, while the kids have access to so much stuff that their behaviors are out of control. And then when you bring in the soft parenting, what do you have? You have kids that are willing to go to these places and try these things, but they went to the wrong place. And some of those towns down there, the way that sheriff or wherever he was talking, you can hear that racism in that man's voice. And he's not wrong for wanting to punish them, but come on, the way he was coming, yeah, he about to try to set an example for those young fellas, man. And it's sad, but like I said, it goes back to, where are the parents at, man? Where are the parents to these young kids? I know they wasn't driving there themselves, so they had to put up a plan. Either they left from the hotel and walked there, or how did they said one of the players called the coaches and told the coach to come get them. So they definitely must have caught a bus or did something to get there, or walk there, or this or that, blah, blah. But how do you lose 8 players and not be alarmed to, like, what's going on? And then what did those players think when they got back to the hotel with all of this stuff? Where was they going to say they got it from? And who bought it? It's so many unanswered questions, man. I just pray that they don't really, like, try to make a serious example out of these young boys. But another sad thing is, they made it down there, but I hadn't seen no pictures of their teams winning championships all plastered all over everywhere on social media. But as soon as they get arrested, their pictures are everywhere. And I thought it was kind of against the law to put a juvenile face in his pictures everywhere, like putting their name out there, their face, and all of that kind of stuff. I thought that was illegal to do that. These kids are on every news channel, on every site, on every social media outlet in the world. Like, I thought that was illegal. Maybe the times has changed. I know when I was young, you couldn't release no name and you couldn't put no face or anything about these kids out there. I guess the people in Florida got whole different laws, because these kids' pictures are everywhere. So it's a lot going on in this situation, but it's sad, man. And I pray that this thing works out, and I pray that these young fellas learn their lessons, and their parents and those coaches that have better supervision. Because like I said, this situation could have ended in a deadly situation, man. Somebody could have got killed, or the crimes could have been worse, man. This Mike. Enjoy the rest of your day. Shalom.